What's up YouTube, it's Neo-Spacian Migz here, and I'm finally back with the updated MIMIGHOUL deck profile post-ROTA. I'm excited. Finally I was able to get all the cards, and the new support is just insane, so let's get right into the deck. Let's start off with the monsters, and don't forget, if you like my content, please comment, like, and subscribe. First off, we play triple MIMIGHOUL Dragon. He's the searcher of the deck, and he pops your opponent's monsters. Then we play triple MIMIGHOUL Archfiend. He lets you draw a card and your opponent discards a card, but he's also very important because he lets us flip our opponent's monsters as well. So when we normal summon him, we can target one of our MIMIGHOULs on the other side and force flip it as well. So that's why 3 is very important. Then we play double of the new MIMIGHOUL Fairy. Check her out. This turn you cannot flip, apply these effects in sequence. This turn you cannot activate the effects of monster special summon from your hand, which is for our opponent. Then give control of this card to your opponent. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down defensive position, or if you control MIMIGHOUL monster, you can special summon this card face up to your field. Nice extender. It's a level 1. All MIMIGHOULs are level 1, so I like playing 2 of just because, you know, if you draw it, it's better, so you don't have to search it, so you can search something else. Then, of course, double MIMIGHOUL Slime. Flip. Your opponent can special summon one MIMIGHOUL monster from their deck to the field. Obviously, your opponent's going to flip it. So we get to draw to summon a monster. Any monster, even MIMIGHOUL Master, which is awesome. Then if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card face up on your field. So if you give your opponent a MIMIGHOUL, you can special summon this card. I've seen a lot of people play 1. Same thing with Fairy. I've seen them play 1 of each, but I honestly think 2 is the best just because you have more options that way. Then for the one of MIMIGHOULs, we play 1 Master, 1 Cerberus, and 1 of the new MIMIGHOUL Armor. This turn, flip. MIMIGHOULs cannot be destroyed by battle, so if your opponent flips it, your MIMIGHOULs are safe from battle for that turn. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from face up on your field. So again, this is another extender. All of the 3 new MIMIGHOULs summon themselves. Obviously, Master, you flip something, and you can search anything. I still think 1 is the best, just because it requires a normal summon. And if you're gonna normal summon anything, you should normal summon Dragon. But again, MIMIGHOUL Master is at 1, and you could summon it off of Slime as well. And 1 Cerberus. I like to play Cerberus just for the name, but it also protects your face-up field spell and your face-up continuous spells as well. Then I play the Cashier package, triple Unicorn. This card is just so good for getting rid of extra deck monsters. The extra deck is tight, but it's very important. Then triple Dimension Shifter. Dimension Shifter is just so good still. It just shuts down a lot of decks from having to use the graveyard, so you play 3. Then triple Ash Blossom because it's triple Ash Blossom. Let's move on to the spells. For the spells, obviously you play triple MIMIGHOUL Dungeon. It's one of the most important cards in our deck. It searches and it stops our opponent from attacking us and summoning as well. Then play triple MIMIGHOUL Maker. I used to play 2, but now you can bump it up to 3 because it's a great starter and you have more MIMIGHOULs. Not only that, but when your opponent special summons a monster, you can force flip one of your MIMIGHOULs as well. Then we play double triple Tactics Talent. This card is just really good in this format with all the hand traps running around. Then I play 1 MIMIGHOUL Charm. I don't see a lot of people playing this. I play the 1 of because you can not only can you search it, but it's actually combos well with Cashier Unicorn. Once per chain, during the main phase, if a MIMIGHOUL monster your opponent controls is flipped face up, you can randomly choose 1 face down card in your opponent's extra deck, and if it is a monster that can be special summoned to your field, special summon it to your field, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. If it wasn't or couldn't be special summoned, banish that card. So not only potentially you can banish up to 3 cards total, 2 from this and 1 from Unicorn, but you can also summon monsters that your opponent's extra deck. Not only are you taking resources away from them, but you're giving them to yourself so you can link climb. So I think 1 is good right now. Then obviously 1 Cashier Birth, 1 Called by the Grave, and 1 Terraforming because just the field spell is so important. Now let's move on to the traps. For the traps, we play triple MIMIGHOUL Room. This card is probably the 3rd most important card in the deck. It probably goes Dungeon, Dragon, and Room. You can special summon a MIMIGHOUL monster face down to your opponent or face up to your field. So if you have Dungeon on your opponent's turn, you activate this, you summon it to their field, and they cannot flip it because of game mechanic, because it was just summoned that turn. So they're locked out from their normal summon. But you can also banish this card in the graveyard and return face-up MIMIGHOUL cards to your hand. So if your opponent like Lightning Storms or something, you can save all your MIMIGHOUL cards with this. Then we play one Angel statue as rune because we play the rabbit. Then triple Imperm to round it up. Now let's move on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, we play one Anima, one Masquerena, and one Silhouette Rabbit. We play one SP Little Knight, one Nightmare Phoenix, and one Nightmare Unicorn. Then we play one Axis Code and one Goddess of the Closed World to round off the Link monsters. For the XZs, we play double of the new MIMIGHOUL Throne, 2 level 1 MIMIGHOUL monsters. You can detach one material from this card, special summon one MIMIGHOUL Master from your hand, deck, or graveyard. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target one MIMIGHOUL Master you control, equip this card to it as an equip spell that gives it 1000 attack. Then you can return cards from the field to the hand up to the number of materials this card had. So it's non-targeting, non-destruction removal, which is amazing because a lot of cards get their effects when they're destroyed. But this, you can bounce up to 2 cards. Not only that, but you can summon a MIMIGHOUL Master from anywhere, which is awesome. But usually I'd like to keep it with 2 materials so I can bounce. Then obviously 2 giant MIMIGHOUL, 2 level 1 monsters. Your non-XZ MIMIGHOUL monsters can attack directly while your opponent controls a face-down monster. Amazing. You can only use the following effects to giant MIMIGHOUL once per turn. If this card is XC summon, you can add one MIMIGHOUL card from your deck to your hand. You can detach one material from this card, then target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls. Destroy them, and if you do, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. So not only can this end games in time, because you just give, if they have face-up cards, you just give your opponent a face-down MIMIGHOUL or 2, and you pop 2, and that's 2000, and boom. But it lets your MIMIGHOULs attack directly, and we know with Dungeon, your MIMIGHOULs get pretty beefy, and this becomes 3300 with MIMIGHOUL Dungeon on the field. And if you only open Dragon and nothing else, you summon Dragon, you search Dungeon, you search the Fairy, you special the Fairy, you overlay into this, and then you get access to Room, which is incredible. Then to round it off, one Lyreless Assembled Nightingale, one Typhon, and one AA Zeus to round off the XZs. Let's move on to the side deck. For the side deck, I play triple Dark Ruler no more. Then we play triple Drolan Lockbird because this just stops our opponents in their tracks. Then we play triple Nibiru. Again, everybody combos, so Nibiru's great. Then we play triple Evenly Matched because Evenly Matched hurts so much. And we can live without our battle phase, but evening match is so great. Then we play one, there can be only one, and double dimensional barrier. There can only be one, locks out a lot of decks. All the MIMIGHOULs are different types, so this doesn't hurt us too much, and D barrier is D barrier. But yeah, let's get right into the combos. All right, here we go. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, let's go unicorn effect to search the birth. Then let's go ahead and activate MIMIGHOUL Maker. Let's go ahead and do slime. And let's do Cerberus to protect our so we're gonna go odd. We're gonna go odd, even, odd summons to our opponent's field. Odd, so slime. Special slime, you search this. Then we're gonna go ahead and special Archfiend effect, target slime, flip slime effect. We're gonna go ahead and summon MIMIGHOUL Master. This comes to our field. Then MIMIGHOUL Master effect, I'm gonna go ahead and search MIMIGHOUL Fairy. Then I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon MIMIGHOUL Dragon effect. I'm going to search Dungeon. I'm going to activate Dungeon. Then I'm going to go ahead and link these two. To summon the rabbit effect. I'm going to go ahead and search the statue. Then I'm going to go ahead and activate MIMIGHOUL Fairy to special itself. Then I'm going to go ahead and overlay Archfiend and Fairy to summon Giant MIMIGHOUL effect. to search MIMIGHOUL room. Then I'm going to go and activate Cerberus effect to summon it to my opponent's field. Then I'm going to go activate MIMIGHOUL dungeon to search MIMIGHOUL armor. Then I'm going to go activate armor's effect. Because my opponent controls a monster, I can special summon it. Then here, I'm going to go ahead and overlay to special summon MIMIGHOUL throne. Then I'm going to go and activate Kashtira birth to bring back the unicorn. Then I'm going to set one. And then I will pass. Now on my opponent's turn, they are either forced to flip this to summon. So they say like they flip this, they don't get a hit. I get here. Now my giant MIMIGHOUL is 33. This guy's 3,000. So here he now there's a lot of things you can do here. So with obviously Unicorn's effect activates, they summon 2 things. You can equip the throne. These 2 get sent to the graveyard. Then Master, you can bounce 2 things, right? You can bounce 2 things. Then you can activate the Azarune. The Azarune pops something. Then you can activate the room. Then the room, you can special summon the dragon on their field. Then you can also flip something face down. Then if they special summon something, you can tribute the Azarune as well. And as you can see, that is our board. It is insane. Then we draw Triple Tactics Talent. Now all of our MIMIGHOULs can attack directly if they really wanted to, or we can just link climb and just kind of end the game here. We can go link 3 for Nightmare Unicorn. You bounce whatever they have, if they have something else, or if they don't, you can just search the dungeon for something else. You know, you can have a lot of options with this deck now. This deck is just got a lot better. As you can see, we can swarm the field very easily, and Giant MIMIGHOUL just makes getting access to MIMIGHOUL room even better. I can't wait to take this deck to locals and just try it out. I'm so excited. I love it when TCG archetypes take off. My very first TCG archetype was Spiral, and they banned, it got hit. The story became tier 0. But hopefully this doesn't happen with MIMIGHOULs, and hopefully the next wave it can just make them even better. Maybe a negate or something like that. Every deck wants a negate. But again, if you like my content, please comment, like, subscribe. It's Neo-Spacian Migz signing off. Thanks again.